Hey everybody, and welcome to Majesty Episode 9. In this episode, we are playing Brashnard's Ultimate Sphere of Power, wherein I search for phenomenal cosmic power by finding the shards of this sphere that this asshole scattered across the landscape. And with me today are...
I am Cool Guy, and I am deeply offended because I thought we were looking for the Dragon Balls.
And I'm the last Robot Kai, and I'm pretty sure I thought we were doing Let's Play of Overlord 2 by the description of what we're doing. You guys haven't played that game, have you? Good.
Dude, I actually have, and it's a great game. I also loved Overlord 1, even though I never finished it.
It's not as good as Overlord 1. It's maybe not even a good game.
I don't know how you thought there were 11 Dragon Balls.
Do I understand that your highness seeks Brashnard's ultimate sphere of power? Possession of that legendary artifact would certainly lend authority to your rule. As you surely recall, the sphere was broken into 7 sections which were scattered to the far reaches of the land. A great number of heroes must be summoned in order to scour the realm for these lost shards. By your authority, let this bold undertaking commence. Majesty, it is not this humble servant's place to question your wise directives, but this undertaking is, well, ambitious. Can we truly succeed where countless others have failed?
I want you to bring me those fucking shards. I want his castles destroyed. I want his monsters dead.
I appreciated that, mostly I definitely appreciate it after that ending with the advisor. He's so good there.
He is fantastic.
The game, I forgot about this, which starts you with, like, double column.
Yeah, and there is a very good way that it makes sure you stick with double chrome. And that's hello, Rust Spitters!
Here it comes! 90 of these fucking things.
Who needs armor anymore? Because you certainly won't have any. Good grief.
There's a ton of them.
They've already, like, destroyed one building that was about to be constructed, so that's like down the tube. Oh no, there's a house on it now. They moved in quick.
And potentially not in their own best interest, but...
Nah, we'll be fine.
So one thing that I will note already is that when you use Rage of Chrome and you recruit another hero, he doesn't come out with Rage of Chrome there. So, or if you actually lost a Barbarian because you were too quick on the trigger with Chrome. But honestly, that's like...
Yeah, I was, but it was also necessary.
Yeah, it kind of was. Honestly, that's like one of the biggest mistakes you make this entire mission, and hats off, man. This is hard.
I actually show that I know how to play this game, this mission. It's pretty nice.
The local blacksmith
Yeah,
offers
well, it doesn't give you much chance to fuck around this time.
Yeah. I mean, the gimmick of this stage is it starts you off with a monster plague, and then it will keep those monster plagues up roughly every 5 to 7 days until about day 20. You can get to day 20 in this game, or in this level, you're probably fine. But there are some extremely heavy monster plagues that will kick your absolute butt. Like Dragon. Hello, Dragon!
Good fucking grief.
At some point, like, 3 beholders show up every day past, like, day 10 or so. It's really awful.
Yeah, I mean... Good God!
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was.
That was like So, Barbarians do have a chance to instantly kill dudes once they hit, like, level 5 or so. It's just that it, like, never procs, ever. I've played this, I've got, like, 60 hours of this game on, recorded on Steam, and I've never, ever seen that happen, except now. God, just... mind blown.
Majesty,
Eyebrows up.
So yeah, this level absolutely will not let up on you, and you need to you definitely need to keep the barbarians up and around. And one of the most obnoxious things about having to deal with barbarians here is that if you end up building rangers, they won't explore. They'll just hang out with the barbarians because they're true homies.
Well, one of my one of my core tenets of this episode is I don't want to explore until I'm sure I have survived. Because if some dumbass barbarian goes off and kills a shard site, it's gonna go real bad, real quick.
You are absolutely correct, sir.
So that's obviously another way you want to stick with Chrome.
Yeah.
Jeez, like so many naked dudes running around.
Well, this entire thing kind of becomes a tribute to dudes with lots of hair because we're dwarfing it up here.
Right next to a swamp.
You know what? They can deal with it. They've got ballistae.
Well, I would say they can deal with it because they're master builders, not because they can shoot the swamp with ballistae, but okay.
Hey, if you shoot the swamp with enough ballistae, it makes like this makeshift raft and it all works. Trust me, I'm a scientist.
That's how the thing started.
I love how Ruger of the Wild right there just leveled up from pushing back a little black stuff.
Nope.
And that one little pocket there kind of looks like a finger, giving us the middle one.
One of the two other attempts, this is my third attempt at recording this mission officially. There was a fourth that actually completed it on the first time, but it doesn't exist anymore. But anyway, I decided to forego Chrome and go with Crypta and Fervus, because they have a lot of chaff that can get in the way of beholders and dragons and all sorts of horrible shit. And it just doesn't work out. You cannot get that economy running quickly enough to actually matter.
On the note of beholders.
Assholes.
Yeah, they know exactly when to turn up and when to instantly nuke a peasant. Holy crap.
Yeah, so it's worth noting that there are a couple of monsters in this game that are designated as smart, and if they are seeing a peasant or a support character doing something that they don't like, they will focus their attention on the support character. So that was why they got that other peasant nuked. I don't know why they didn't notice the male one, but you know, whatever. Now that Ballista Tower is up, and those guys are kind of boned, Ballista Towers do great against beholders.
And that Ballista Tower is the first of many.
Yeah, I've made a couple of references to how dwarves let you Borg the map. Yeah, that's basically Orv's idea here.
You'll also see it in a later episode where I am required to Borg the map instead of it simply being the best way to do it.
My liege! We have just been challenged to cover the entire map with dumb shit!
A challenge I am well suited for.
Just adjust your crown for when you say, right, roll up the sleeves.
So here's another one of the monster the monster plagues that I was talking about. There's a big party of undead that'll roll in every now and again, particularly from one corner of the map. So the Dwarven settlement is now dealing with a zombie apocalypse, with skeleton apocalypse, but it's fine. Trust me, there's nothing going wrong there.
There's no fixing this.
The fact that the dwarf building has its own little ballista tower thing going is such a godsend.
Oh yeah, it makes Orv's positioning here very canny, because normally you need a guardhouse to do something like that, but it's just not worth it right there. You already have your palace right there to act as a depository. So you know, having the dwarven settlement right there makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, and it can take so much more damage than a guard tower can.
Oh no, the dragons are back.
There's not a lot of dragons, considering. I think I see like 3 over the course of this episode. Normally when you get dragons at all, it's a lot of dragons.
It doesn't really matter though, just because dragons are such a huge pain in the butt. Basically, unless something has a ton of dodge, it's just a total nightmare. And dragons are also smart there too. It noticed that female peasant was going to repair the temple to Chrome, so it roasted her.
Yep. Chrome.
Unfortunately, it wasn't smart enough to realize that this is probably the wrong kingdom to attack, because this is the kingdom of, like, Choeniki.
Choeniki. That's incredibly appropriate. That Minotaur just showed up at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, he probably would have had a chance of doing something if he hadn't shown up right as a Rage of Chrome was up for a dragon.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just not his day. We're slowly turning this into a scenario where it's not the day of a lot of monsters. The beholders are turning up and getting eyes full of spears from ballistas. We're getting poor dragons getting naked man wrestled with Minotaurs turning up afterwards and getting like the death throws.
So I had mentioned once or twice that dwarves can build, and it's a low priority task for them. But when you're not exploring like this, they're much more likely to do it. So yeah, take a look at how fast that dwarf just popped up that ballista tower. You know, he's not screwing around.
Nope, he gets the job done.
So he's got two ballista towers and a trading post to build before the peasants finish that one ballista tower. Spoilers, dude gets it done.
That's the secret fact of my entire side of this LP, is that dwarves actually pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I've said once or twice that you don't build dwarves for dwarves. You build dwarves for their ballista towers. I think that in some cases, or in some ways, people have misinterpreted that as me slamming dwarves. That's more of me complimenting ballista towers, because ballista towers rule unless they're up against something like a dragon, and you know, you use a Rage of Chrome and everybody ignores him for some unholy damn reason. I don't know what the hell.
Your Majesty,
They come.
Nope, he's up.
One of the barbarians just sort of rolls over and is just like, "Hey, let's do this," and then the dragon's like, "Nope."
Just breaks one of my fucking things and leaves.
He's happy. He's had his fun.
Yeah. He dropped the hurt and then he just dropped the mic and walked away.
Oh god, yeah, you're building wizards in this one for some unholy reason, and
Yeah, basically. So my thoughts behind wizards on this were, by the end of this episode, I end up building 3 full Temples of Crom, a full Dwarves Guild, a full Rogues Guild, and a full Wizards Guild. Because by the end of this, I am rolling in not a ton of money, but enough money to keep Crom going indefinitely. So I just basically put attack flags on all of the shards and throw a bunch of heroes at it. And so most of the wizards survive and level up, some of them don't because they're wizards.
Survival of the wizardist.
you know, it amazes me that you built all of that stuff and not a single warriors guild.
I didn't see the need.
They didn't see the need. They're basically armored barbarians, and you can build one for like 1/3 the cost of your 3rd Temple to Chrome.
Nah.
Anyway, so we've kind of hurried through the first 20 days because the first 20 days are setup. You know, I mean, you're getting yourself established. You're getting your economy where you need it, and then you know after about 20 days, you should be ready to drop the Explore flags, very much the way Orb has, and go out and find dem shards. Hey, there's one. There's another.
Yeah, I get really lucky with these Explorer flags. They find most of them.
Shardapalooza.
You've got a pretty good pattern going on there. I mean, going to the 8 cardinal directions.
There are a couple that it troubles me.
Dead rogue.
That's how you scout.
So, confirm something for me. Am I as smart as I think I am? The answer is no, but let's try it anyway. Does a tax collector return funds to a guardhouse, or does he just stop there?
He returns funds to a guardhouse. That is one of the big reasons why it's a good idea to put a guardhouse near the marketplace, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't say what the fuck, man, because what you did makes perfect sense.
Yeah, awesome. Was not actually sure of that when I did it.
So, actually, something regarding libraries that I just found out playing with some people playing along in the thread was that normally when you build a library, every hero that you recruit from then on in will have a bonus 2 intelligence, which isn't that much for some heroes, but on things like, you know, barbarians, that can be like their entire intelligence rating when they're starting out. And this stacks up to 3 libraries, so you can give newly recruited heroes up to +6 intelligence, which makes them behave much more effectively in many cases, particularly warriors of Discord.
So that library is another one of my small follies in this game, and then I build it and I never research anything.
It's mostly there for aesthetics, and also for humor, because you put it next to 2 Temples of Chrome, and I'm pretty sure they're illiterate.
Yeah, they've got to be.
I will make them literate.
They think it's an outhouse.
They just go in there and they use it as like a public bathing house. They're just wiping themselves off with the books. Jesus Christ.
Dragon.
Crying wizard.
Fortunately, Crom.
Yeah.
He was like a bear dragon too, because look at all those bears that came out with him.
Also, I should note, because I don't think I look at it in this recording of it, those shards, when you pick them up, some of them give you stat bonuses, 50 health, 50
mana,
rating,
and boss. Hi, boss.
Yeah, and a bunch, yeah, and he mostly dies, and then he causes trouble. But other ones give you spells, or give the character that picks them up spells, similar to the Black Phantoms that we saw a few episodes ago.
Yeah, they... Even a barbarian can be a really scary magician with a few of these sphere shards in their hands.
It's unfortunate because one of my other recordings of this, one barbarian picked up basically all of the shards and just went around one-shotting dragons with huge blasts of electricity and shit.
I'm sorry, but that wizard going at Crom speed was still like barely an airfall. That is amazing.
Yep.
So yeah, I should talk a little bit more about Durgo the Cyclops, I suppose. It's he shows up after you kill, I think it's 3 I think it's 3. And he is in effect just a very, very big Minotaur. You know, he is incredibly aggressive. He hits like a truck. He's got a lot of melee presence, and doesn't dodge or defend that terribly well. So basically, that's the gut check. That's what's stopping you from just going out and taking out each one of these sites piecemeal. You really need to be ready, because dudes like him will show up, and then also Rock Golem.
The Rock Golem actually gives me more trouble than Durgo does.
Rock Golems are one of the monsters that haunt my dreams in this game. I mean, the unique thing about Rock Golems is that they outright do extra damage to buildings. And holy crap, somebody with a shard just dominated that guy.
I serve with
Yeah.
A couple seconds ago, I started running the Crom train, just constant Crom's Wrath 24/7.
Might as well.
You know, it's not like you really got much to spend anything on now. You might as well spend it just to enhance the beef.
It's pretty much the best sovereign spell in the game, if you ask me. So, Wizard, what are you doing? Run, man, run!
It's like he gets really scared that he can move that quickly and has to like stop and compose himself every time. Oh, I'm going too fast! Holy shite, my heart! I'm having a heart attack. Too much wizardry.
Even rogues are getting in on the act.
Let's get to watch.
Heartbeats ain't no thing.
Man, you were talking about how you think my kingdoms always end up looking nice. I really like the ablative armor you have around all of the trading posts. That just looks so good. It's like, fuck those guys. This is where it's at. Dang, I was not expecting that wizard to live through that.
Yeah, a couple do.
Dude, he had a cow all up in his face. That's no joke. The rock golems are screwed off. You're not even gonna need to kill him. Nope.
We are victorious,
You just sort of roll in there and hit the place like a hurricane.
There's a bit of a theme.
I am truly humbled by your success, Majesty. With this talisman by your throne, your subjects will use your name with newfound reverence. As the 7 sections of Brashnard's sphere were brought together, the release of energy made every living thing within a mile flash with a bright blue inner glow. All those affected were cured of any and all ailments. It was most remarkable.
John's still got that light bulb up his ass, though.
It amazes me that like his entire idea here is just it was pretty remarkable. No shit, Sherlock.
Yo, it's like you've just cured all the ailments ever, and it's just in one blip. Your kingdom is like full of able-bodied, well-functioning people for like the 5 seconds it's gonna take before like a bear eats all of them.
Oh, a crick in my back.
It's like, oh yeah, that's pretty remarkable. It's like, dude, please.
The most unfortunate thing about me having to do that recording 3 times is that in my second run, I got a gnome champion.
Wow, that like. Well, don't worry about it because there is one particular mission where they just outright give you a couple of gnome champions, including the one that has studied more than a little magic, and he kind of rules.
He does. Well, I have been Orb.
And I've been Cool Guy.
And I have been the last Robokai. Are we wishing Piccolo back now?
I definitely want my green and purple more back than that one douchey Goku dude.
I don't actually know anything about Dragon Ball. We'll see you next time, folks.